Hi Libra, welcome to the channel. Today's reading is all about soulmates in separation. So we are taking a look at the situation between you and your person where you feel or know they are your soulmate and you are in separation with them. So we are going to pull some tarot cards, some oracle cards, and then you can't see it, but I have quite a few decks prepared for this reading. So I have lots of oracle and message advice cards prepared for you also. So I'm excited to get into this and get you some answers and some food for thought, Libra. So let's go ahead and get started. Libra, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's so nice to see you again. Keep in mind, these are general messages, so take the parts that resonate, leave the rest. Also, the characters in the story and the energies that I find might be flip-flopped, so feel free to apply them as seems more comfortable for you. Don't try to force anything, okay? Okay, Libra, while I shuffle, I just want to say that I hope you and your family are all doing well and are safe and healthy. And I do want to say that sometimes periods of separation from our soulmate can be very painful. So if emotions are running high and you're having a tough day, just take a deep breath and know that the universe is unwritten, so anything is possible. Let's get you some messages. So your primary energy, Libra, is gravity, groundedness. Number 39 becomes 3, breaks down to a 3. So that's very airy energy. So interesting. You may feel weighed down by something, like you just can't buck the current of something here with this gravity card. It can also be these forces in the universe that, affect every single one of us, and yet we cannot see them. Could be at play here. This person, you might also feel a gravitational pull towards this person. We'll have to look and see. So your person has ghost lands. 17 becomes an 8. So ghost lands is all about staying in the present moment and living authentically. So living by the rules set by your spirit or a person's spirit as opposed to society. Okay. We will get into that, see what that is about. Let's get into the tarot. There we go. Okay, so these two came out in reverse. I'll turn them around so you can see them. We have the Chariot, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is energy quite possibly of marriage. So I'm going to go ahead and flip them around here. You may have marriage or commitment on the brain. What else do we have? Oh, wow, look at that. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I think it's interesting that we have the Hierophant up here because the Hierophant is all about traditions and following a certain set of rules. And then over here we have Ghostlands, which is all about kind of living authentically, which might mean making your own rules. So I'm wondering if we're going to see a mismatch in the type of relationship between the two of you, and maybe that's what caused the separation. Oh wow, look at that. Your person has the Fool, the Star, oh, and the Unknown card. So in this deck, this is the Crystal Visions deck. The Unknown card is a message from Spirit that something is intentionally veiled from you. So this position is how they are, how the characters are behaving, or like what the outside world can see about you. Or the factors from the outside world that are at play, something along those lines. So because it's unknown, it means that either you don't really have a sense of what's going on in this person's external world, or the cards are not willing to give insight for a very intentional reason. So I will respect the cards, and I will not clarify that for now. Okay, so the thing here, there is a lot of very hopeful and optimistic energy coming from your person. Um, we may have the unknown card because maybe they don't even know like what maybe they don't even know like what they're going to do, you know. So the star card is very hopeful. It's also about being called to something greater than yourself. So the greater good of all. It could be being called into service, being called to give to others, making decisions based on how can I better my community around me. And with the Fool card, that's all about a new beginning, but it's also about risk taking. There's a willingness to take a risk, a leap of faith. There's a willingness to start something new. And it may be on a level that is very deep with your person. So, I mean, they very well might be writing their own rules in their life right now, where I feel as though maybe at one point you were trying to live your life by a set of traditional rules. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to try to convince you one way or the other, right? But I'm just saying that I could see a scenario here where, like, you might want a, I'm reading in the United States, so a Western traditional style marriage, or maybe your person didn't. But the thing that is so fascinating here, so let me back up. The other thing too is, if you are one to want to be married, the Queen of Pentacles is my wife card. It's the wifey energy. So if you're not specifically wanting to be a wife, this can be someone who is, a very loving, practical partner to someone. Maybe taking care of a home together, maybe raising children together, that sort of scenario. So take it as it resonates. But the thing that is so fascinating here is we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant is in reverse. So either there was a mismatch or things are changing and you are letting go of some of that traditional expectation that maybe you had in the past. That is something that could be changing for you, Libra. I feel as though with the Gravity card, letting go of any old or any traditions that maybe you were raised with is a big deal to you. I don't know that it is specifically for this person, but it could just be that things are organically changing for you. The Wheel of Fortune is very organic changes. So it makes me think that perhaps just organically the two of you might be coming into alignment. Or perhaps maybe for some of you, neither one of you, like you started off your connection knowing that you did not want a traditional marriage or traditional commitment, and maybe that's changing and maybe you're starting to want that. So take it as it resonates. You're either changing away from something traditional or changing towards something traditional. Let's see how we got here. King of Swords in reverse, Justice, Page of Pentacles. All right, so Libra, that is you with the Justice card here. So I feel as though we have the King of Swords in reverse here. So the swords are all about communication and wisdom through communication. This is like diplomacy, saying the right thing at the right time. It's also a card about discernment. So, and having the experience and the discernment to say the right thing at the right time, or to say it in a way that your person can hear it. It's all about that finesse around communicating with someone who you love, right? And so with it in reverse, I really feel as though there was a breakdown in communication between you and your person. I really think that something got offered here with this Page of Pentacles, or there was a Pages are messengers and students. So either something got offered or there was a request or an inquiry that got made about this. And there was something, it would have thrown the connection out of balance. For some of you, oh wow, I just got another message. Wow, okay. So for some of you, there is a divorce or a legal a dissolution of a legal commitment of some kind at play here. So particularly with this Hierophant in reverse. So some of you may be moving away from a traditional style, like someone who might get married, it doesn't go well, and then they come out of that marriage saying, I don't ever want to be married again. For a group of you, that might be what you're saying. So, wow, okay. Let's make some space here. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the shared energy between you. Libra. Oops. Some of you may not have been fully away from the divorce. Oh, we have more cards than I intended. Okay, well, we'll get it in there. We have the Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so for some of you, you could not offer your person what it was that they wanted because I think you specifically were not free of a prior commitment. But this is changing. You've become free of it at this point. But I think that sorry, I'm listening. So for some of you, you have gotten out of this prior commitment. This is getting very specific. I will back it up and do something general. But for some of you, you're getting out of this commitment and you do not want this connection with your person to be over. So with the Ten of Swords and the Fool, you guys are kind of on the same page with that. And you're wanting to come closer together, but you haven't yet right now. Like somebody's holding back. There's a little bit of fear here and a little bit of imbalance. So I think somebody might be concerned, your person might be concerned that maybe you aren't ready. Only you can determine when you are ready, though. That's entirely up to you. So for those of you that are just generally moving away from wanting something specific, like something something traditional, I think that or I'm sorry, for those of you that did want something traditional, I really think that it looks to me like maybe there is the influence of this other connection coming through here for you moving away from what it was that you valued. I really think that some of you might be letting this other connection influence what it is that you want because you have a gravitational pull towards this person. I really, Libra, I say this with love. I see a compromise of self coming through for some of you. And I'm concerned about that because I'm concerned that it's going to have some ripple effects that you may not be anticipating here. I think it might pull you out of alignment. I just want to give you a heads up. The whole point of tarot, the whole point of these readings is to help you make the best decisions for yourself that you can and kind of point out some blind spots. So, before I go any further, I would encourage you to take a look at what it is that you are releasing and your motivations behind it. Like, is it truly organic for you, or is it to get something out of this person? So, Libra, I know that your goal as a Libra is to keep the balance. And you know, we need people like you in the universe. We love you. You have my love. But please, for some of you, I want to urge you to take a moment and look into that. So that was a lot. If you're still with me, thank you. Let's look at the Hidden Truth Oracle, and then we will get into possible outcome with your person, and then we'll start pulling the Oracle and advice cards, okay? This is what we have. I wish things could be different. So things are becoming different. Again, please, maybe that's your motivation for letting go of what it was that you originally wanted from this situation in order to get your person. So for those of you who are getting possibly divorced or getting out of a committed relationship, there's a certain amount of, you know, letting this other connection influence that. So do be aware of that, okay? I couldn't let you get close to me, and I hope that you can forgive me one day. So your person may have pushed you away, or you pushed them away to protect, like ethically pushed them away so that you could protect what it was, you know, and so that you could finish this connection in the right way. You know, I'm getting this sense of like, did you want something now or did you want it right? And I feel as though some of you chose to say, I want this right. Like I have a code that I live by. I feel as though that code had a lot of power over you with this gravity card here. You are to be commended. That would have been a very difficult situation. All right, Libra, let's get into some possible outcomes. So keep in mind that these are snapshots of the current energies. You do have free will. You can change the outcome. Also, if you are enjoying the reading, hit the like button. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of my community. Libra, what I have for you is the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, wow, the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting here is there is the opportunity to, you know, build everything that you could possibly want with this person. This is building a legacy. This is financial abundance. This is possibly family. And there's smooth sailing ahead for you. The note here, though, with the 5 of Wands is that you're going to have to fight for it. There's going to be, and if you are in the process of dissolving a former commitment, that, you know, there may be some conflict or resistance there for you to have to work through, you know. For others of you, it's a warning, like I said, about looking at your motives for why you are letting go of maybe some desires that you had in order to get this person. There's a warning here about that with this 5 of Wands here. This is it's coming through as resistance. This can be conflict, competition, but it's reading as resistance. So, and with it being next to the 6 of Swords, it makes me think that it's like conflict and smooth sailing. So the push-pull between what you sacrificed and what it was that you truly want might not ever go away. So I don't mean to get like all heavy and dark on you, Libra, but I have to relay the messages that I see. I see a pretty prevalent warning here. Okay, so let's look at the Oracle. I have 5 decks here, so let's get to it. Shine love on fear. Love will light up the darkness. So this is a message for you. I do see some fear here with the 10 of Swords and the Gravity. The Gravity card is one that's a little bit stressful. Oh, that's not the deck I want. Let's look at the Moonology cards and see what Moonology has to say. show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So there's a couple of influences here that I'm getting. So this can be like with this ghost lands. If you are changing who you are, not authentically, but to get something from your person, the Moonology deck is also cautioning against that. And it's encouraging you to live your life authentically. If your person gets to live their life authentically, then why don't you? Like you both have the sovereign right to live how you want to live, to be who you want to be. Okay, I think I've pounded that into the ground, Libra. I'm sorry. I feel it so strongly. And Libras, I say this with love, you are so willing to, you're so gracious. Like, you're the most gracious hosts, Like, I love going to parties hosted by Libras because, they always make sure that everyone's glasses are full of wine and that there's always food on the table, like making sure that everybody is comfortable and happy. And I love that about you, but the cards are saying, please consider whether or not you're sacrificing of yourself. Mother, Father, God. So this is all about if you are, this is all about finding alignment. We all have these energies, this divine, feminine and masculine energies here. So it's all about finding that balance and coming into alignment with who it is that we really are. I keep getting messages about authenticity for you, Libra. This is the Whispers of Love deck. Well, I guess that's not your card. It didn't want to come out. Okay. All right, here we go. I love you. These are powerful words. I'm taking that as a message from Spirit saying that, Source loves you for who you are and that you do not need to change for anybody. Okay, I'm gonna get off that subject. I'm sorry, Libra. It's coming through so strongly. So for those of you who are, having an organic change away from those, I'm sorry, I've sort of let the other one overshadow, but I'm getting very similar energies of just allowing the changes to occur organically. So I'm going to pull some Peace Oracle and then I'll send you on your way. If you would like to hear more messages, I'm going to link a playlist here at the end of the reading, and I will also link your Libra playlist down in the comments. Self-mastery. Oh, I love that for you. That is a card of discipline. It's a card of intentionality. So whether or not these changes are organic for you, or if they are intentionally set, on your terms, like that's another message there. New beginning. Oh my gosh, I love this for you. So for those of you that have the organic changes, this is bringing in a new beginning. For those of you who are sort of on the train of changing to get something, that will set off a whole new karmic cycle for you, is what I'm hearing. So just keep that in mind, Libra. It has been an honor to read your cards. I always love connecting with you. Feel free to drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonated. I wish you best of luck in this situation, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye-bye.